Hello internets, here we are. We got ourselves a little bit of a vlog for the day. Kind of joining the day in progress. A little bit of a thing that I just found out that kind of makes me go, I guess it is what it is. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So, here we go. Well, you know how there's such a push for antiviruses for computers. You know how everybody seems to buy one, everyone seems to need one. You know how they have them on sale Boxing Day and throughout the year, but Boxing Day is usually the better sale. Well, Boxing Day 2019, I did my normal activity like I've done for the last what's it been, 12 years. Went down to the local blue big box electronics retailer and bought the antivirus that I've bought always, and put it on the shelf with until my antivirus expired, which, okay, it's been 6 months or so. Yeah, it's been a while, but at the same time, savings is savings, right? This week, well, I go to activate it here a few days ago to, well, start firing things up, fire back up the computer, edited up some videos, got things going and rolling again, did a pile of update to the computer, and my current antivirus was just a few days away from expiring. And I thought, well, let's activate the new one, and then we're good to go. We can start uploading videos and get back to what is going to be the new normal from probably this point forward. Well, I go to their website and sign in and use my username and password like I've done a dozen times before, and enter the product key like I've done a dozen times before, and it goes to another screen that I had never seen before that wants a credit card. Now, under normal circumstances, with a normal person who hasn't been through some of the things that I've been through in the last few years or even few months, they would just give a credit card and they would go on to the next screen, and everything would be teacups and roses and meadows of green grass. However, in the real world, there still are people, believe it or not, that don't have a credit card. So I found out that this certain antivirus software has changed to now wanting credit cards for automatic renewal. Well, I don't want automatic renewal. I have no use for automatic renewal. I know when my antivirus expires. I don't need to do that, and I tried to go around the issue using PayPal or using a debit card or using a prepaid credit card, and nope, nothing works. So I called the number for support, and I got somebody obviously that's not from Canada, that probably only speaks about 6 words of coherent, fluent English. And yeah, that was, I probably would have got a better result to bang my head on the wall and then microwave what was left. So I hung up, tried again another day, and tried the online, online text messaging thingy. I guess a lot of places have that now, where it's like you're talking with what you think is a realistic person representative, but it's probably not. And essentially it comes down to, I need a credit card. I cannot use their antivirus program, period, unless I sign up for automatic renewal that is used on a credit card, period. Now, if I had a credit card, I could use it, apparently, and then opt out of automatic renewal, but I don't have a credit card. That's the problem, and nor do I really want to get one. It would come in handy now and again for motel rooms, flat tires, such. But heck, the interest rates on these credit cards are atrocious. You know, they go from being a $500 credit card to a $10,000 credit card in just a few months. Believe me, I've been through it. And the 28.8% interest or so they charge you is unreasonable. It's like, is it like extortion or whatever that word is? It's just not right. It's crooks. So I through texting with their online support, the online support claims because I had the receipt still and the bag still and the original packaging still, and yes, it was open, but how you're supposed to activate it without opening it to see the product key. I returned it to the Big Blue electronics retailer, and of course the 21-year-old cashier at the till's like, yeah, we can't return software. And I said, well, it's your salesperson on Boxing Day sold me this software. I asked for this particular brand that you can use right away after paying, and he handed me this particular software. Had I known, I would never have bought it. I would have went to another company, which I've, gone now to undone. And she goes, well, there's nothing we can do about it. So I go, well, go talk to your manager, because of course there's always a manager or somebody higher up on the food chain around places like that. So she goes in the back, I don't know, 5 minutes maybe, comes back out, probably didn't even talk to the manager. No, we can't do nothing, typical attitude that we get from people nowadays. And I said, well, let me speak to the manager, and she walkie-talkie radios this manager to come out. And it's a weird thing when you get old. Everybody looks younger than you. Everybody in management positions look younger than you, and they probably are. He was probably only in his late 20s or maybe early 30s, and it's like, dude, you have no idea what's coming to you in life. You have no idea what life is going to change. You're thinking to yourself in your mind. So you explain the situation to him, and he kind of says the same thing that she said, because it's store policy, it's rehearsal, it's the way it is, right? And you say to him, well, look at my account, look at how many things I've bought at this Big Blue electronics retailer in the past. Look at the TVs, look at the cameras, look at the computers that I've bought. Look at the other electronic things that I bought quite regularly. I am shopping for a new TV and a TV stand. I will be upgrading my computer and such. So are you really willing to turn down potential of thousands of dollars for a $30 antivirus software that of course was on sale? They're regularly more money than that your salesman sold me the wrong one on? And he hums and haws a bit. You can see the monkeys in his head, trying to ride the elevator to the top floor, trying to decide, is he going to get in trouble by his boss if he refunds my measly little $30, or is he going to stand by and make a customer mad that could potentially spend thousands of dollars in the next few years at his store, and go on a tyrant rant and rave on social media and leave bad reviews and pick it out front, and you know what I mean, send boxes of elephant dung to their stores. Like, who knows, right? People nowadays, you never know what kind of unhinged person you're potentially dealing with you never know what kind of unhinged person you're potentially dealing with when you work in retail. Believe me, I've seen a few when I worked retail. And that is why I was trying to be polite, trying to be calm, trying to take my point across and not, grab his head and slam it on the counter, because really, it's not him that made those policies. It's not her that made those rules. It is the higher-ups that make these policies, rules, restrictions. And really, it's up to us and them to make exceptions, to us to plead our case, them to make exceptions, and to make the customer happy, and in the end I did get a store credit, which is really all that I was asking. I just wanted to exchange it for another antivirus or so, and it actually turned out fairly well. And better than what I was expecting. It would have been nice to have had, one-stop shop kind of a thing, and I will think twice before buying from them again. I will think twice before buying the anti-software next year. If the whole world is going to be credit cards and prepaid things, which it looks like it's going that way, then I may have to find a credit card company that will give a guy like me, who has been through the ringer backwards a few times, a credit card, and not shaft them on the interest and things like that. You need a credit card for online purchases. You need a credit card for online grocery shopping. You need a credit card for ordering in tires from the tire shop, and ordering in I forget what it was, a bunch of other things. And there used to be you paid cash or check or money order, and things are all going cashless. They're all going prepaid or no payment, or like credit cards and stuff, and it's interesting world. Oh yeah, we pay so much debit and credit card things on plastic nowadays that when you pay with cash, people have no idea hardly how to count back change. But I'm talking completely cashless, not just stores that have, preferred methods of plastic over cash. There'll be no paying out cash for stuff you buy on Kijiji or Craigslist, or paying cash for a old used vehicle or an RV. It all has to be wire transfers, or some kind of scan thing through your mobile phone, cell phone kind of a thing. And think about that $5 bill or that $20 bill you put in your niece's birthday card. That wouldn't happen anymore, because again, cashless. The physical cash, the paper money or the plastic bill, as in Canada has plastic money, will no longer be there to give. That neighborhood kid that comes around to mow your grass, he'll have to have an e-card reader thingy to scan your card. Returning bottles to the recycling center for money will be all gone, way of the past. And believe me, when society goes cashless, there's no accountability for nothing. Most of you guys will probably be too young to remember when you used to work a job. On paydays, the boss would hand you cash. If you had a good boss, he would hand you cash. And then cash gave away to checks. And checks were around for years. And then checks gave away to computer printed checks, like rather than your handwritten checks on company stationery with your boss's physical signature. They gave away to those printed computerized checks that come in from somewhere else, that are sealed in the three-sided envelope with the strips you had to tear off. And then those went away, and now it's all direct deposit. So really, you don't really even see your physical paycheck. Your rent now is all direct withdrawal, vehicle payments are direct withdrawal, bills are direct withdrawal. You online bank, your online grocery buying, very seldom do you ever go to a grocery store willingly and pay with cash anymore. Things are going that way, things are changing. Things are going tap nowadays with your card to pay. They have the Android Pay and Apple Pay and barcodes on your phone to pay, and pretty soon they're going to have like you pay with your thumb, or you scan a barcode on your forehead or something like that. And I am old enough to remember what is called a gift certificate, where it was physically a piece of paper written out by a staff member that had the company, logo on it and whatever, right? And then those gift certificates went away to the plastic gift cards, or in-store credit card, like in-store credit card for like returns. And those were a big deal. Those were a huge leap forward, because the gift certificates would get lost or washed in your pocket or thrown away because you thought they were a receipt. I remember buying my grandpa a gift card for the local Big Blue Box retail store, because they had just opened up in like 2001 in this town. Grandpa had no idea what it was. He thought it was a credit card, as in like charge card. And I had to explain to him, no, it's a gift card. There is $20 or something on it. Take it down to the Big Blue Box retail store, and because he'd like to go there and shop once in a while, and you can exchange this card plus a little bit of money or whatever for your purchases. And he had no idea. As far as I know, when he passed away, it was still hanging there in his little nook he had with all the other special things. That's kind of the way I'm feeling now, the way he felt when I showed him that card. Things have so passed away past from I am, that these kids nowadays, some of them have no idea how to count back change, because they never had to learn in school, where we had it drilled into our heads repeatedly how to count back change, over and over and over and over and over again. And if we didn't get it right, then, well, we got to slap on the knuckles, almost, kind of a thing. There are ways around everything. There are ways to get things done. Credit cards, PayPal, whatever is the way of the future. You kind of gotta embrace technology, embrace the future, or you get left behind. And a lot of companies, a lot of people have not done that by far yet. They're still operating, dragging their heels with old technology, old learning, old teachings, and they haven't stepped yet back into the late 90s or early 2000s yet. But those days will come where all that'll have to change. And when it becomes a cashless society, where you, like I said, scan your fingerprint or your barcode or whatever, it kind of makes you wonder where things are going to go then. Watching how things have changed in the 25 years or so that I've been observant of my surroundings, just thinking how far they could change in the next 25 to 40 years, as long as I'm alive, how far things could go, given how they have de-evolved or evolved, depends on how you look at it, gone. But I guess it is what it is, just a little bit of a, hey, this is a new thing out there for anybody going to be buying an antivirus. If you don't have a credit card, you may be in for a surprise. So it just kind of is what it is, and around we go. So thanks for watching. Catch y'all later.